and I think it has like really long tentacles.
Flower tag, look at my tiny little flower.
You're not tagged yet.
Oh.
It was her idea, by the way. It was all her idea. Do you like cannonballs?
I don't know, I've never really thought about that question. I do.
So the pier here, Tybrisa Pier, just off the top of my head, was actually built years and years ago, 100 years ago, something like that. And it was huge. They had like, it sounds like they tried to make it like California, but anyway, after a while they couldn't figure out who owned it, or there was disputes about it, and so they didn't do anything with it. And in 1963 it closed. It's interesting, isn't it, Natalie?
Yes.
And then in 1967, someone who worked on the pier when it was open was still owed a bunch of wages, and just being disgruntled, he just burnt it down. 1967. So anyway, but in 1996, the Summer Olympics, they were going to have the volleyball competition here in Tybee Island. Didn't happen, but in anticipation of that, they actually built the pier, this one that exists now.
That's nice.
That's cool, isn't it? And then it didn't actually happen, but it still stands now. You know, it's still here. You can still come and see it, obviously. We just walked along it, but yeah, they do light events and stuff here. So that's cool. So there's a really cool thing here, and it shows all of the debris from land and sea and how long it will survive in the sea. Which seems crazy, but a newspaper apparently will last 6 weeks. I thought that would break down way quicker. Cardboard can take up to 2 months. An apple core can take 2 months in the sea. I thought the fish would eat it before then. Apparently an apple core. Cigarette butts, never. They will never break down, apparently.
Never.
Straws, never. Plywood, 1 to 3 years plywood would last. The turtle? No, the turtle's eating the plastic bag. So the plastic bag will take between 1 and 20 years.
Depending on how long it takes the turtle to eat it.
Well, no, I don't think they eat it. Well, I guess they do eat it. Well, anyway, you know the plastic things that go around cans of beer?
Yep.
400 years. 400
so
years
why do
they're
they
going to
take
last.
400, but a plastic bag only takes 20? Who
yeah,
knows
that's
that?
Well, it's thicker plastic though, isn't
and
it? That's normally thinner.
Who's been alive
and
400 years?
They've tested this. Diapers, nappies in the UK, 450 years.
Yeah, but nobody's been around that long.
600 years for a fishing line. 600 years.
Why can't this is what they should have done with all of them. Undetermined. Nobody
Undetermined
knows.
glass bottles and jars.
Nobody knows. So cold. You'd never know that I've been picking my face.
Natalie has a bad habit that she'll just pick a spot. Like, imagine there's some kind of zit or a spot or something, and then she just, I don't know, it's like a nervous thing or something. I don't know why you do it.
Yeah.
Then you make it really bad.
I do.
And then she blames it on me because I want to eat fried chicken, and no, it gives her, no, it's not. So the reason why it's so bad is because it's the hurricane's about to hit. So there is a news crew here obviously doing hurricane coverage. So we're going to stick around for the hurricane because we're just outside of it. Actually, if we're heading to Tampa, so if we went to Tampa, we'd probably get hit by it. But anyway, news reporters, weather. So I'm very surprised, seeing as there's a hurricane about to hit and the seas are very, very rough. There are no flags out. It literally is saying that it's okay to swim. But interestingly, you're only allowed to swim 50 feet out, which isn't a lot. So I'm surprised. Oh, sorry, 50 yards. It's a little bit more than 50 feet. But yeah, I'm surprised that that's a rule. But there's crazy rip currents here, and yeah, I believe it. I'd love to see what this looks like in the middle of summer though, when it's all nice, but at the moment, there's no way. I don't even know if you can hear me, it's crazy windy here. Right, we're here at Tybee Island Pier, and we just found our friend stickers, home on the hitch here. So, I'm going to go the opposite side. Beautiful. So the other weird thing is, even though there are 0 flags out, which there definitely should be, there is a purple flag. So if anyone sees a Portuguese man of war, which is a massive jellyfish, they put a special purple flag out. That's cool.
That's very cool.
That is cool. That's like the most hazardous jellyfish in the world, isn't it? The Man of War. And I think it has like really long tentacles. Said it right. Yeah, they're crazy. They're scary. I'd love to see one in real life, but I'm not going to go near it. Don't you like die in like 7 minutes or something if you get stung by it?
No.
All right, we're walking back, and Steph's just come out with something I've never heard before.
No, it's a
She
game
said,
I play with my children.
I love to play flower tag with her two sons.
Know what I'm talking about. So it's basically, I pick a flower and I tag somebody by giving you the flower.
Okay.
Okay, and then what you have to do is find another different flower, the one that we haven't had already.
Okay.
And then you can tag somebody by giving them the flower. So I just tagged you. Flower tag.
So I have to find a flower that's different.
Different. Can't be the same flower.
And then I have to tag like Natalie or something.
Whoever you choose. Tag. Flower tag.
Where did this come from?
I made it up.
You made it up.
But I play it with the boys all the time.
She plays it with her kids. They're not kids. They're 20 and 21. And you're playing flower tag?
Yes. On dog walks.
On dog walks.
It stopped them from coming up and actually playing tag and like hitting me. I didn't like it. So.
Oh, right. So they were... Okay. Got one. I'm going to flower tag. I don't know, should I flower tag Natalie or Steph? I don't think Natalie's going to play, so I'm going to go for Steph. Hold on.
Oh, thanks. Right, hang on. Flower tag. Look at my tiny little flower.
You're not tagged yet.
Oh, can I not tag people? Look, flower tag. That's cute flower, yeah. Cute flowers. Look at my hordes. Like how old people. We're going to press flowers in our books.
Really?
We are old people, according to Chad.
Be more Chad.
Hashtag be more Chad. Don't call me old, that's not very nice, Chad. Don't like that, Chad.
We're talking about our friend Chad James, who we met at the Switch It Up rally.
I didn't even know what his surname was. Does he have a surname? I thought he was
James.
just Chad.
I mean, he doesn't need a surname. He's that cool.
He's like Madonna.
Yep. He's just Chad. Oh, surname means last name, by the way, in England. And it's actually a French word. And
surnom
means, yeah, surnom. Sir means last. So it's basically, we just say it French, which is weird. We should just say last name.
Yeah.
I agree with the Americans. This is pretty fascinating. So, category 2, I think we're going to get hit with a category 1, but actually it's kind of going to miss Tybee Island. But you're still going to get the surge from the sea. So it can go to 11 to 15 feet. That's a lot. Like, that's why there is nothing on the below levels here. But all of this must get flooded fairly often. Anyway, category 5. That is crazy. Mental.
So you do have 6 of these platforms like this every 25 stairs.
Okay, so okay. You have to get something close.
Yeah, they put these in 1867 to add a height onto the roof.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
So apparently the elevator's broken. There isn't one. There isn't one. There isn't one, but we have to do... How many steps? 167?
176.
176 or 178?
178.
178 steps. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm doing it, Natalie. I'm doing it. Okay, how are we doing, guys?
Not as bad as the waterfall.
Not as bad as the waterfall.
How many steps have we done?
I don't know.
Like 100.
I haven't counted.
We must be 2/3 through.
I think we've only got a few more to do. We've got 25 more to do, so we're at 100 and something.
Okay, so they ask that you step lightly because the vibrations of walking on the step actually destroys the lighthouse. I see the end. I see the end.
I keep thinking.
It's the roof. I see the end. It's not that bad, we're just really unfair. So this is interesting. These vents, when it was an oil, so it was oil by the way, the fuel stored in that thing. When it was oil powered, the light keeper would have to go up on the roof and check the wind direction and then open these vents to allow the wind to take out the condensation and obviously the gases from the fire. So if it was wrong, then it would all get trapped and it wouldn't work properly and it would all get condensation. So it was a skill to figure out which one of the vents to open for the correct amount of air.
Clever.
Very clever.
Can I just say, whose dumb idea was it to go to like a really tall building
Yeah.
when there's a hurricane coming?
Yes, there is
I mean, seriously.
a hurricane about to hit in one day, and we decide to go up on a lighthouse.
You can probably hear the wind. I mean,
Yeah.
this thing is almost shaking.
It is, yeah. I thought it was
can feel
moving a
it.
minute ago, yeah. It's pretty scary, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I know the British should do this.
It was her idea, by the way. It was all her idea. So there is actually some doors up here, but you're not allowed to go outside. I mean, I wouldn't today anyway. It's far too windy. We'd get blown off the side. But yeah, it's a shame you can't go out and just walk around the rim. That would have been cool. It really just, the whole thing just swayed now. So we're a little bit scared. I'm not going to lie. I nearly fell over then.
It's really moving.
We're going down. Yeah, let's go.
We're going to die in a lighthouse.
Yeah, this is gonna. I mean, it's been here for 400 years, but today is the day it's gonna fall over. Anyway, this is actually a working lighthouse, by the way. So it is owned and operated by the US Coast Guard. So I don't think they do anything. It doesn't look like it moves. It's just a lamp that's on, but so it's probably not much maintenance. Run, Natalie.
I'm going.
So this is the fuel storage building. And it's got brick floor. It's got a red roof to show that it's flammable.
Yes.
And it was all concrete.
It was built in 1964.
1964. It got refurbished in 2020 though. It doesn't actually say what fuel it was though, but it was the fuel for the lamp. So I'm guessing gasoline. Push it. You literally jumped. I saw that. Right, so I've always wondered what kind of bulbs they use in lighthouses, and so between 33 and 60 they used a 1000-watt incandescent bulb, and then between 60s and 2010 a 1000-watt quartz bulb. Don't even know what that looks like. And then now they use a 1000-watt quartz halogen bulb. Until now, I wonder if you can even have like an LED. There must be something they can change it to. I bet that will change soon.
We need that for our RV.
Whoa. 3,000 gallons, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I think our hot water is six gallons in the RV. 3,000 gallons.
And I found my new t-shirt.
So that's cool. This bedroom has a Jack and Jill.
Does it?
Well, isn't a Jack and Jill where you can get to the bathroom from the bedroom and from the hallway?
I was thinking of the other thing.
The lift, yeah, look.
Is there someone locked in here? There's some banging going on.
Someone's knocking in the walls.
Okay.
Hey, so that banging,
Yeah.
there's a little kid's room.
Oh, of course there is.
There is, like in the eaves. Natalie's really freaking out. It has got a kind of haunted vibe, I'm not going to lie. So above where we heard that knocking, it's actually a kid's playroom. So the Coast Guard actually changed this house, and that used to go all the way through. In the 1960s and 70s they did some alterations here, and that used to go all the way through. However, someone who used to live here in the 40s actually donated their wedding day picture on these exact stairs right here. And so they managed to put the wall back. With the help of these pictures, they managed to put it back to how it was originally designed. And interestingly, it's specifically designed for that, so that airflow can come through the front door all the way upstairs. When there was a door there, all the air upstairs got stale. And bear in mind, we're in Tybee Island in Georgia, so it gets hot here. Another cool fact, this is the shape of the lighthouse, custom made. Very cool. So the other cool thing here is the gift shop is actually the old garages or garages, which is cool. So they had 3 garages because they had 3 staff who would work here. It's not anymore. It's where you buy gifts and your tickets to get in. So there is a fort right across from the lighthouse, and it's actually, even today, is an emergency shelter for bad weather. Yeah. So I think it's probably just because it's so well built that the chances of actually being caught in having any damage is very low. You'd think that it would flood though, but I guess it's got an upper level. So anyway, yeah, if you're ever in Tybee Island and bad weather comes through, get to the fort.
It means we're in the right place.
Steph, look how big my gun is.
Oh my god, that's so massive. It's like really
Look at this.
long.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Just elbowed her in the face. So interestingly, this gun, you need 2 people to shoot it, and it's basically a shotgun, and they could put, what was it? It was over the bore diameter's over 2 inches and fire over a pound of shot at a time. It would kill over 50 waterfowl every time, to the point where it was so effective and people used to just eat the waterfowl that they nearly became extinct due to that gun.
Lawrence, come and look at these balls. I found cannonballs. Look, a real one.
Actual real.
A real cannonball.
Do you like cannonballs?
Don't know. I've never really thought about that question. I do. Look how round it is.
It's very round.
It's very round.
I always thought they'd be a bit more bobbly.
Bobbly, this is an actual diving suit from like the 40s. And you know, the helmet, the weights, the boots weighed about 150 pounds. That's a lot. Like, not when you're in the water so much, but you have to get out and walk around with that. And they had a telephone line, right, that connected them up to the crew, but they couldn't go more than 90 feet deep or the pressure would be too much and it would all collapse.
How do you know this information?
It's just all off the top of my head, I don't know. No idea. Definitely not all written here.
Do you know that they sold this fort to the federal government of Savannah Beach, now known as Tybee Island, for $200,000? That was it. 200,000. In 1945.
I think you should just know that.
Yeah, off the top of my head. Not written here at all.
Okay, so what did we think of Tybee Island and the lighthouse and the beach and the museum and the fort?
It was good. It was a fun day out.
Okay, Natalie hates museums, so her saying that is good.
Part.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. The lighthouse was
And I really like beaches, but maybe not in hurricane season.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to come here in hurricane season. I'd love to come here in the summer.
Yes.
Although it's going to be really busy and you won't get parking.
Oh, good point.
So,
yeah. But
Anyway, we're going to Applebee's for the first time ever. Well, you've been there once.
I've been there once.
I've never been there.
I've always been there.
I've always been. Anyway, we're going to Applebee's, so we're going to end it here. So thank you for watching. Here's a video we think you will like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And if you'd like to become a Braziere and support a couple of tits, hit the
Bell button.
the join button. It's all right, Natalie hasn't got it after years of this, so I don't expect you to get it. So you can hit the join button and help us out. Thank you to everyone below. We will see you next week.
Bye.